You clicked on this video because you want to improve your search and destroy. Luckily, as some of you know, I recently competed in the Stage 4 World Champs, where I took a shot on qualifying to compete for $2 million, which is why I want to share these tips and tricks with you guys, which I learned along the way. Let's start with the first one, jiggle peeking. Movement doesn't really matter when it comes to search and destroy, and trust me when I say this, one key to improve your gameplay and win more games in SnD is by gathering information, knowing what you can do next. And before you roast me in the comment section, no, I didn't say that movement is useless in SnD, but you should know that it should be the last thing you need to take care of. Search and destroy is all about using your brain and knowing the number of cards that you can use for your next play. But enough with the smarty pants persona, the economic state of the world, and you not subscribing, because I'm about to show you my favorite way of gathering information that I have done in a few major tourneys. And it's the old but reliable jiggle peeking. Just like in Valorant and CS2, jiggle peeking is one of the most common ways of peeking. It helps you gather information while lowering the risk of exposing yourself from getting shot. Take a look at what I did here during Stage 3 against Wolf, aka former Blacklist Ultimate.
Where are the haters now, huh? You tried making any changes? Probably dropping Bolu and Forsaken.
Pretty crazy, right? It takes a little effort to do and you're rewarded with kills. Next up on the list, we have prone to sprint peeking. Another technique I like to do is to prone nearby an entrance with cover and run straight, pre-aim, and shoot. This used to be a popular movement technique in the old days of COD Mobile, and if you're an OG who knows this, leave a comment down below. Doing this creates a slight delay for your character to show up to your enemy screen caused by desync, giving you the advantage to shoot first and throw your enemies off guard. It's pretty easy to learn once you get the hang of it, and trust me that most of the player base doesn't even know that this technique exists. Let me show you how it's done. Next up, number 3. Take as much info as you can get. I know I've been talking about gathering information since the beginning of this video, but I really mean it when I say it. Info is the core part of your gameplay that helps you when, where, why, and how you should take the next step. There's a huge amount of information that you can get just by paying attention. To sum it up, think of your minimap and kill feed as your best friends. Be alert on the minimap to know where your teammates are positioned, where they died, where they are rotating, and for the kill feed, it's to know what weapons the enemies were using, and yeah, can't forget about sounds. Always listen in to enemy sliding, weapon switch sounds, bomb defusing, etc. Because this gives you more time to react and think about what the next move is. Your teammate got killed by a sniper? Then don't peek, get to cover, and find another way around your goal. There's a shotgun lurking nearby? Don't fight indoors. Keep your distance and go for a long range gunfight. Again, information is a very powerful weapon you can use. It's free and you can get it from everywhere, so why not use it right? As you can see here, my teammate died at boxes and I had 3 forms of information: sound, kill feed, and from the minimap. So my next move here was to acknowledge that he's using a shotgun. I know he's at boxes, I know he's got a shotgun, so I make the play. And just like that, we take him out. Number 4. Plant the bomb to your advantage. Whenever I play search and destroy in rank, there's always that one guy who plants the bomb in a spot that doesn't favor the team. Don't be like that guy. You have to plant the bomb depending on where you want to position yourself during a post-plant play. I'm approaching A long and I'm ready to plant. It's great if you have a smoke grenade because you can use it to smoke lanes where enemies can pick you out while planting. Assuming my teammates aren't good at holding long A, I decide to plant for trailer. I first pop the smoke and I plant the bomb, then make my move to holding trailer. I don't have to worry about the enemy's fake defusing to bait me because I planted a bomb in our favor. You can do this in several maps as well. Just make sure to have the mindset before making a decision at all times. Number 5. Always play for trades, if possible. This next tip is one of the most effective ways you can do to get more kills, secure rounds, and win more games in SnD. Playing for trades is a must, especially when you play competitively, as you want to keep the numbers even and not the other way around. Assuming most players play alone and without a party, then this tip might be for you. Now, I'm not saying you should bait your teammates. What I'm trying to say is you want to exchange an eye for an eye with the enemy who killed your teammate. This ensures that the numbers are even between teams, which is crucial where a single play can make a difference. You also have to keep in mind that things won't always work the way you want them to, especially if you play solo. So be ready to take matters into your own hands by maybe supporting your teammate when you see them pushing up. Number 6. Choose the best weapon depending on the map. There's no such thing as a perfect weapon inside the game, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to personal preference. You can like the chicken all you want, and I'll stick with my CBR4, and maybe we all can live a happy life. No, if you want to be an effective player, you have to be flexible and use the best weapon depending on the map. Don't use the Fennec in Terminal, go for an AR, LMG, or a sniper if you can use one. Before you roast me in the chat for saying this after I just told you it all comes down to personal preference, why bother using a Fennec in a big map like Terminal if you know you will struggle going against enemies holding down angles? Why make your life so hard, then blame the game if you lose? Nah, I'm just playing. But what I'm trying to say is, if you want to win more games and become an effective or flexible player, you need to learn how to adapt to certain situations to make the most out of yourself. Remember that you are a great player who has the most potential to improve further if you are willing to step out of your comfort zone. Lastly, here are my best class setups for SnD, which I use enjoyed today's video. I'd appreciate it if you leave a like and a subscribe as we are nearing our goal of 200k. Got any video suggestions? Feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do.